Hi guys, welcome again. And here I have something to brag about. I'm finally number one. Finally, I did it. I kinda played the system a little bit because I didn't I played till I pushed it to the maximum, then waited for the other guys to drop. That was my story here, but yeah, I played a ton to get here. Like here, this is like one of my accounts. This is so much games, and there is also my second account here. I don't have premium on that one, so it's harder for me to push because I have to find other games, and I really don't want to pay for two different accounts at the same time. Okay, so today I will show you this guy. I think he's playing amazingly and he's climbing the ranking, and I haven't seen him before, and I've seen some of his games and he's really good. So what we are going to do is we are going to check one of his games. So I'll just try to do it real quick so I don't see what was the result. Or scroll somewhere here, and I'm closing my eyes. Hopefully I can push this properly and replay and choose this player. And I was trying not to look. that's how I pick the games. I show in the guess the move type of game, and I think I chose the wrong player. Okay, so go back. Can I go back? I have to choose Cafe Play. Okay, so we have Cafe Play on this side. Sorry, this was a little chaotic, but that's the only way I can show you. Also, that I got my number one spot, which I'm very happy about, because it's like, even if you're playing good, it's not easy to do this. Here we have a normal guess the move video starting from now on. So here, Cafe Pie, Babylon, very interesting wonder. I'm very interested what he does with it and how he does it. Stevie and Jan. Okay, so two potential green players. Red player. Not really sure. Can go either way. 4-player game. This sounds great. I expect B here. And I expect B's all the way. Yeah, definitely. I think on the only wonder I expect A side is Giza. Like, don't even expect A side. I myself play A side on Giza usually. Okay, so here. What I will do in this position. I'm sorry, I'm just going to shut this down so I don't get bogged down by notifications. And here, what I would do is I would actually try to go for green, and I would be really tempted to take press here, to be honest, to just establish myself on the tablets and try to push for 5 tablets. And I think it's very doable here. I'm not sure if that's... I wouldn't pick this. Like, they have small incentive to pick gray cards. This is a possibility, but I wouldn't first pick it, probably. The guard tower is okay, but I found out that it's actually very hard to push red with Babylon because of how much preparation you need to do in H1 and 2. So I would actually guess press here. If I was... I would pick press here, 100%. So this is guess the move, so obviously this is not what my ideal move here is, but... And the scriptarium is coming back to us probably, so... This serves two purposes. Yeah, I'm guessing press. Yeah, that was a good guess. By the way, if you guys want to check out some replays, as I'm doing right now, this guy, I think he's brilliant player. I hope I can learn a lot here watching him. Okay, so we went kinda into green. We said A with this. Now it's time to say B. I would pick Glassworks here. And he disagrees. He prefers Pawn Shop. But I disagree. Like, this was the other choice, but not really. This, like, Babylon is all about making sure all your picks are decent, like preparing for everything. And Pawn Shop is the opposite of that. Pawn Shop is like an early game play that, like, we have the end game secured. For example, Pawn Shop is a play for Giza, I would say. Like, Giza has 4 stages, and Pawn Shop is like, we will play a lot of double resource card in the second era. Now we have time to grab Pawn Shop because the single resource cards are not good for us enough. And we also have a lot of points, so we will have something to play for in the second era and in the third era, and we can grab Pawn Shop. I think Babylon is the exact opposite, but I can be wrong, of course. Okay, so trading. Usually trading is pretty good, but this guy has trading as well. So he is like, maybe his plan is to not do much resources, and this guy will have a lot of resources because Colossus not naturally does this. Of course, not all the time, but I think in this game, like, from what this guy has built, I think he will go into brown a lot. So I wouldn't West Trading Post. Like, the huge advantage of West Trading Post is that it gives you future free construction forum. Forum is the one, as you can see on the screen, that provides you one gray resource of your choice. But forum costs 2 clay, as you can see here. Forum costs 2 clay. So with just 1 clay, we can still, because of our starting resource clay, we can just build it. So I usually stay away from West Trading, from trading posts in general as Babylon, unless I see, I'm sorry guys, a great opportunity. As for red, we are opposing Colossus in 4-player game. That means that these guys will kind of get bullied on fights, but maybe not necessarily. Like, this is just the general idea. What will happen, we will see in the game. The guard tower is interesting, but I probably wouldn't. But what's left there? Like, this hand doesn't offer us much. So I would actually... Like, we see from these hands that the green stayed on 2 hands. And the hand that is coming back to us and the first hand that we saw. I'd probably pick Theater here, maybe? I don't know. Or Orvane? Maybe. Like, this hand is so hard, guys. What should I guess? I'm guessing Orvane here. Okay. And I should probably give you some reasoning. Like, there was not much that's good. And the Orvane is like, we don't need this resource, so we can have a one-off just for some buying from us and stuff like that. Here, I would go Loom. Definitely. I would go Loom. Scriptorium is coming back to us in the next hand. I'm pretty sure it is. We need it for a wonder, and also the thing that I like to do, I think I said it multiple times, but the thing that I like to do with Babylon is just get a free grace and kind of go for Chamber of Commerce. Chamber of Commerce, even with 2 grace, is okay, but with 3 grace it gives you 8 points. And as you can see, we have almost everything for it now. We're just missing one clay, but we can buy from our neighbor, or we'll just like build some clay, or I don't know, we'll get something. Lumberyard, it's hard to pass, but we actually need a second one. So yeah, I think loom here is the pick. And he disagrees. Why is that? My friend, you're getting this hand now. I think this is the part where he went wrong. I know I said a lot of praise, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you just have bad game, or you're like not focused enough. Maybe he's like playing on a phone, on a train or something, or thinking about other stuff. So here, you have to pick Tavern. You're not throwing like these cards away. And here, yeah, we can either throw for money, which we don't need because we have plenty, or we can pick Glassworks. And I would pick Glassworks. And this is actually a buried cog, I think. Which is surprising, but yeah, sure. So how is our position? I would say still not terrible. We drew with this guy, which is fortunate. Normally, when you don't pick anything, I would expect us to lose both. We kind of have a plan here. Like, they are not going for green, and we are not going for heavy green either for now. So we can just build maybe library and school, or just library, and just go for 4 cards worth 4 points each. It's not bad. What we really need is to get a cloth. We really need a cloth, and we need the sawmill. So we need cloth, sawmill, 2 stages, library, and school. So as you can see, we of course have another pick, like if we build this. So we are really tightly packed. We are gonna lose fights. Like that would be my plan going into this and sowing these hands, because this is like entirely doable with this, from what I can see. Here, for my plan, the important decision would be to either build a sawmill or a library. Do we expect library to get buried? This hand will be coming this way. So this guy will have 3 cards left. Like, we pick sawmill, this guy picks, I would imagine this. Then this guy, I would imagine he will pick the fight. Then he's left with this. And if he's burying library here, I wouldn't if I was him. So I think we can pass this. But I'm not sure if he's going to risk it. Sawmill lets us build school for free, because school costs press and a wood. But on the other hand, like, we can buy it. We have the gold. So I think either of these are fine. All the other picks look really bad for me. The question is what he will do. I think he will go for sawmill, but I can see this going either way. He actually went for library first. I would imagine he wants to build both from these hands, but... Okay, so here I see 2 picks here. I see Brickyard, which will let us build all of these. And it lets us build... Forum is already built. We have to see what they build. Okay. So Brickyard or Courthouse. This, we don't need so much gold. Gold ore. I think it's ore. Statue is too expensive. This is too expensive as well. Like, we can maybe push for this, but if you are green and you are in the tablets, you don't go for red-green. Usually red-green is associated with some other type, because they let you free build the fights, and this one lets you go blue. So that's what we should do here. I think this is card house 100%. Like, I can see Brickyard. Like, this is not a bad. Like, this is okay, but we have so many bricks here, clays here, and we have so much gold. So this will be perfectly fine. Okay, he went for this, so I imagine it would be red then, but I will see if I'm correct. 100% the loom, no questions asked. This is the loom, and that's it. We need the loom for this, and our neighbors don't have it. 100% need the loom. We should have built this in the H1. I think this was mistake by him. Okay, so here we go, red. So I would imagine it would be red. So this shapes us pretty good for us. So this is cool, and then we'll go into sawmill, and we won't have the time to build all the things. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we won't have time to build all of this, but it's fine. We have to go school here. Now we build the sawmill. If we've done this the other way, like as you can see, I counted and I explained and stuff like that. Usually in some of the games you don't have time to do all of this, and I can totally see why he went for library first instead of a sawmill. As you can see, sawmill came back to us. I think library would have been able to come back too. Like they're not threatened so much by this, and they are not threatened so much by us at the moment. So yeah, sawmill 100%. Oh, actually, we can build this stage and just buy for this stage, but I wouldn't. Like there is not so much good stuff that we should do that. Okay, and now we will build our wonder. We can go for brickyard, but it will be too slow. Like I'd rather pay for gold than do this. So doesn't matter which we build because there's no bearing from graveyard, so doesn't really matter. Just build a wonder stage. Okay, last round. Plan for last round. I think the plan is the better suited. Like we have, of course, some plan going into this without seeing a hand, but now that we've seen the hand, we can talk about it more. So Palace will be the hand, will be the card that we are picking. We also want this Chamber of Commerce. It will cost us 2, but it's just like Palace, even better. Because it gives us money instead of points. Just money is just slightly better because of the tiebreaker. Here, University is the card that we want from this hand when it comes back. So we have these 2 cards. On the last turn, we'll probably build both of these. So I'm just counting this as 6 picks, so this is 3. We probably don't want to invest in red, but we want Senate, if we can get it, because this is free. Senate is free. And maybe with the last 2 hands, maybe we would think about going to green, but not really. So the last one are kinda bad. If we can get it, we 100% want the Scientist Guild. This costs us 2 at the moment. We have everything except 1 ore. So that would be 5th pick. Maybe we can get something like Workers Guild. Pretty expensive, but 7 points. So yeah, that's our plan. But we will see if the cards shape up on the hands as we want to. So here the pick is Palace. So Town Hall is gone. And Senate is gone, unfortunately. Okay, so this is 6, which is not bad. This is 6 and the moment. What he picked? He picked this. So I imagine the 7-pointer is here. So I think it's not going to get built. So what's left there? There are 2 gardens. So I would imagine we will build one of the gardens probably. And one of the other guys will build gardens. So this will be 7 points. This is 6 points for now. Can it be more? It can be 8. But we are actually short on money, and so I would imagine this is Ship Owners Guild here. I can see him picking this, but I think it would be a mistake. Because if the Scientist Guild comes, then we don't have money to build it. So I would pick this. I can see this, but I think it's a mistake. Okay, we wanted this, and we wanted this, and we are very sad that it didn't go our way. Here we have Chamber of Commerce. Nice. This is what we wanted to build, so pretty good. This is our pick. We know the university is coming back, so we should pick gardens from this hand. We should pick gardens from this, university from the next, and just build this. I don't think we will be winning this game with this. Like, we didn't have enough going on. But I don't think we can win red, even here. So I would pick gardens here. But I can see going him for university and trying to win the red war, but this is not the optimal play. I think optimal play is gardens, but I can see him going, and I'm guessing gardens, but I can see him going for university. He, for some reason, doesn't count the cards. And actually, he was correct here. He got... Like, I think that's a mistake by this guy. Like, by building this, he's forcing us into Arsenal. And then he will have to build a red card. Is that better than giving us the university pick? I don't know. It's hard for me to say. So here... I would probably build a Wonder Stage here. Because if there is a red on this hand, we shouldn't bid red anyway. And if he passes this to us, then we can build this. So I would actually very study and build a Wonder. But he probably, yeah. And that's why you shouldn't do this. And yeah, and here would have it been better. Not much. Like we'll have 1 point more with my play. So if we lose 1 point, 1 point and 3 gold more for the tiebreakers, because we would have built this. This is, let's count. If we build this is costing us 4 gold, and this is giving us 9 points. And this is 1, this is 3, 5, 7. This is just 9 points for 4 gold plus 1. Yeah, so it's better to build this and throw 1 for money. Okay, so we will just building this and building this. And let's see how we ended up. And Mendel. He would still lose to this guy on the tiebreaker, so nothing will change. But as you can see, wow, this game was super close. Super close. But actually, just thinking about it, if we've built the gardens, we actually would have won that game. Yeah. If we build the gardens, then we can go for like 3 and like a splash of two greens on the side. So this gave us 25, and we could have gone for... oh, maybe not. This is 25 over 5 cards. And we could have 16 plus 9, 25 over 5 cards. Yeah, we could have still have 25 over 5 cards. but we would have, instead of this, for 3, we would have 5 points for 2 gold, so we're like +4 here. It's actually crazy because this guy lost. Like, he was dead last. Okay, so very, very interesting game. As you can see, a lot of, like, I think this was one of the best game I've showed. So thank you guys for listening. Hopefully it wasn't too long. See you later next time. Bye.